Post-WrestleMania plans for The Rock revealed, plus the reason for an AEW star's recent departure, and we've got a spoiler on a major AEW star returning at the Collision taping. It's all in the Cultaholic wrestling news right now. We're just a couple of weeks away from seeing The Rock back in a wrestling ring. I think by the time that we meet next week, we'll have had SmackDown and we'll have had the tag match set up for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Bloodline rules if Rollins and Collins can't quite get it done.
And it will be Bloodline rules because they won't be able to get it done. I feel like anyway.
What does The Rock do after WrestleMania though, Andrew? Is that it? Is it a one and none?
Well, we will have a look and see. As the Observer writes, while nothing is set in stone, the belief as of right now is that Mania won't be The Rock's only match in 2024. And there is definitely a push to get him to work at least one Saudi Arabia event this year.
Wouldn't be surprised if we do see more Rock matches.
No, agreed.
This year after that, just that one.
And I believe in the past as well, it was talked about perhaps Rock doing one of these dates or a wrestling match at a Saudi Arabia event just because the money is there. I was thinking as well, maybe SummerSlam too. I don't know. Keep him at the big ones.
I think there was originally a concept for a Rock Roman Reigns Saudi Arabia led event.
Yes,
almost like you have with the boxing where you call it Rock versus Roman, and you have that as the feature match. I kind of feel like that should really be WrestleMania 41.
Yeah, just stretch it out for a bit longer.
Yeah, because they don't need to be on TV every week. I think if all goes Cody's way, I think Roman will be off TV for a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe The Rock plays an authority figure for a bit, unless he turns on Roman, in which case he'll go away for a bit, and it's something they can pick up again later on.
I agree. No, I agree with that. That's sort of been in my mind for a little while. However, we'll see what happens because money makes things happen.
Money makes the world go round. Speaking of going round, Seth Rollins is back doing the rounds. He's making his in-ring return this weekend. PW Insider saying that Rollins is scheduled for this weekend's live events as of this Saturday in Alexandria, Louisiana. So that is Rollins back on the road. He said in an interview he was very keen to get back in the ring before WrestleMania, get some reps in, get the rust off.
Make sure he's ready, rocking to go for WrestleMania.
Yeah, so it's great. He did so well getting that rehabbed as quick as he did.
I feel like everybody at the moment who's out with injury, you know, we saw all the stuff with Charlotte Flair recently too, just getting back into it, getting rehabbed as fast as possible, and like more power to Rollins for doing it and actually getting to this point, because it does feel like WrestleMania is obviously a big deal for wrestlers within WWE around this period of time, but like this one specifically, with everything that's going on storyline wise, very important one. So I'm happy that he's managed to get back into it before it all really starts kicking off.
Seth Rollins back in a ring. Mike Santana away from an AEW ring. It was announced a few days ago by Fightful The Select that Mike Santana was done with AEW. The Observer gives us an update on the reason behind his sudden departure from All Elite Wrestling.
Yeah, they just say he hasn't been happy there in a long time. He was wanting a singles push and it wasn't materializing, so he just wanted out.
Basically what it is. I think it's something that we've talked about, that as much as you love AEW, that there is a lot of wrestlers to squeeze onto television, and sometimes some people do fall through the cracks and do get lost in the shuffle. It's not for anybody's fault. That's just sometimes how it goes. And I feel like that Mike Santana was one of those guys that I don't think essentially was going to get a main event push anytime soon. I think was a really solid grafter, and it's a shame they couldn't find anything for him, but I hope wherever he goes next, he's able to really make the best of his time in AEW and move on and become a bigger star for it.
Yeah, agreed. Like, I always feel a lot of respect for wrestlers like as well when they just like, do you know what? It's not really happening for me here. I could be fine just sitting around getting a paycheck, but guess what? I want to kind of go out and do my own thing and, you know, prove to myself and to people out there that I'm as good as what I think I am.
Good lads.
Good lads.
Get amongst it. We're going to talk some spoilers from AEW Collision. It got taped last night. If you don't want it spoiled for you, this is the point where we say to you, keys.
Love you, bye.
6-6-2. House of Black beat total non-stop arseholes last night. Jeff, mate, look, if you lean in and get your name sorted. Just accept that Total Non-Stop Arseholes is a strong name for your faction. It's one less thing to worry about. You can focus on the wrestling that you do very well, like the thing when you do that strut that time.
That was very good.
It was a very good strut. That was the big old strut at the pay-per-view. Karen Jarrett likes the name Total Stop Arseholes. She told me I was number one. What do you need from Karen Jarrett? Regardless, the lads, they lost Mark Briscoe, put through a bloody burning table by Malachi Black.
Now, poor Mark Briscoe. Poor Mark Briscoe.
That sounds like, it's from what I've heard, that's a fun knockabout six-man.
Sounds like it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the people involved in that, of course, it's going to be fun.
We mentioned it earlier in our news video earlier today. Bryan Danielson officially challenges Will Ospreay on Collision for a match at AEW Dynasty, and it gets accepted.
Oh, who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it?
I'm excited for that one.
Shoot that into my veins. Tony Storm presented Mariah May with the first ever Tony Award.
Oh, that's very nice. However, it didn't lead to good things, did it, Tom? Which led to Deonna Purrazzo running out to attack both of them. But she got laid out by Mariah May.
It suggests that they're going to keep the Mariah May, Tony Storm, Deonna Purrazzo feud ticking over.
Yeah. I think there's still legs left in it.
I think we need a gimmick match next before you move on to something else.
Yeah.
So from what we can gather from Wednesday, there is a big opponent for Tony Storm on the horizon.
Oh, who could it be?
Well, they're in Boston, aren't they? So it's going to be the big boss man.
No, it can't be him.
So I forgot he's about 6 feet from a comeback,
He
isn't he?
is, yes.
It would be the Boston Red Sox wrestling fan, Jeff.
Yes, that's exactly who it is. Got through that one.
Got around it. Christian Cage argued with a masked fan on Collision, and it turned out to be Adam Copeland, of all people.
Well,
What's he doing here?
When I was reading that, I was hoping that, you know, when we watch it back on Saturday, it's like a half mask, so you can clearly see like it's the beard. But Christian's like, who could that possibly be?
Oh, it's an Adam Copeland mask. Calling back to Sting wearing a Sting mask that time.
I like that.
Please do that. But there was a major AEW star making their return at the Collision taping last night, one that we're very excited about here at Cultaholic.
Yeah, so Okada and the Young Bucks made their trios debut on Collision, defeating John Cruz, Adrian Alanis, and Liam Gray. Post-match, Eddie Kingston ran in and got beaten down, though, unfortunately. He was saved, though, by Penta and the returning Pac.
There he is!
Woo! Setting up for a huge six-man tag for the AEW Big Business show on Wednesday.
The honey badger's back, like.
We are one person away from a death triangle once again.
Come
on,
I'm so
Phoenix.
happy to see Pac back. He hasn't been well, has he? He talked about he did that video at Revolution.
He did, yeah. So he almost popped his clogs.
Nearly went.
But I'm back. That's what he did.
He never went away. And I enjoyed the video because it was very much like when you see your hometown on telly and there's Pac sat at the bottom of Gray's Monument. It's like, I've been there!
I was there the other day.
There's a little staircase inside there. True story. Inside Gray's
you can
Monument.
go to the top of it, can't you?
I've been up the top.
What's it like?
It's a lovely view.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a lovely view. There's a tiny little staircase inside. You climb all the way up it.
That reminds me of, you played GTA 4 where you can go inside the Statue of Liberty and there's like a beating heart there.
Oh, yeah.
It just reminds me of that for some reason. Don't know why, but there you go.
You go inside the Statue of Liberty and Pac's in there.
There he is.
I've not been well, but I'm coming back to our fight. I love the fact that what a great first set of opponents for Okada and the Young Bucks.
Yes.
To have Pac, Kingston, and Penta.
Agreed.
Love that.
I can't wait for more of that, please.
More of that into my veins. I thank you. On tomorrow, apparently, on the podcast feed tomorrow, my chat with Garrett Borden, the son of Sting. He played Surfer Sting at Revolution. In his first interview on any wrestling platform, we talked to him about his preparation for that super cool moment.
Yes.
And we ask him how his dad's going to spend his retirement. We have an exclusive about the retirement of Sting, and it'll be on the podcast feed tomorrow. And for the very latest wrestling news, it'll be there at cultaholic.com as well. Check out as well our list that is currently live of the new features in WWE 2K24.
Yes, it's a sponsored list, as I've said in our previous two videos, so take it with a grain of salt because obviously it is sponsored. However, we're we're enjoying our time with the game. It's kind of just to give you a little bit of an idea of what's in there. If you want to buy it, you can buy it. If not, hey, that's not a problem at all. It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's all good. We love you, whatever you do. And for the latest wrestling news throughout the day, you can check out Cultaholic.com. Have a smashing weekend. Keys.
Love you, bye.